Anyone else? Okay, moving on to approve the agenda. I would like to approve the agenda, but I would like to add a couple things to the agenda that in the haste and everything, they didn't get added to the agenda. I would like to add under new business K, bids for the new roof for the township hall. And then L, under L on new business, if we could add the copier hookup to our new copier that we got. It didn't come with, you know, where every office can hook into this copier and copy things right from the main office. So there's a extra equipment that it's going to have to take to add that to make it work for all the offices. So they can use that new copier right through any office.
And they'll be printing from it, actually.
Yeah, it's a printer and a scanner, both. It prints and scans. So I'd like to put that under L, under new business, if we could.
I'll move to approve the agenda with those additions.
Okay, do we have a second?
Support.
Do we have a support? Is there any comment, any further comment? If not, I would ask for a roll call. Or do we need a question?
No.
Just a vote. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Moving on, department reports. Mark, fire department report?
It seems like in the last year or so, I've been getting a lot of complaints with burning, people burning stuff, household refuge and that kind of stuff. And we don't, right now we follow the state guidelines, which really don't have any teeth, because any PD unit, whether the state police or sheriff, really don't enforce the state laws because they're more of a guideline than they are an ordinance. And they told me the only way that they could really enforce them was if we had our own burning ordinance. Also, we get numerous, you guys have seen, numerous people getting burning permits so they can burn brush and leaves, which is fine. They're good for only 4 days, and they tie up a ton of office time, because every 4 days people are coming and getting them, and it's just a hassle. I know when it was brought to my attention, Burtchville Township, they do a yearly burning permit. You get them, you know, it's $10 or $15 a year. It's good for the whole year as long as you're burning brush and leaves, so you don't keep coming back every 4 days and all that.
Is it called in to you?
Well, somebody comes down once a year, and it's usually calendar years from January 1st to December 31st. Anytime you get it in that year, it's still the same fee, but it's good for the whole year. And they also give them a copy of what the burning ordinance is, so they know what they can burn and what they can't burn. And then it's, you know, and so then they have a copy of the ordinance as they get the burning permits, and so when they're burning something they're not supposed to, then there's some teeth in it. We got another one just on one of the private roads up here. Somebody's burning their household refuge, blowing plastic into the neighbors, and then they call the fire department. And we get there, and of course it's more of a civil issue than it is a burning. You know, it's in a campfire pit, there's a burning household refuge. And so we're in a catch-22 because this guy loves us and this guy hates us. And we're just there innocently because it's a neighborhood issue. We got another one on another private road over on the west part of the township that's been going up there, and I've got it. So the dispatch doesn't send a fire department every time because that's 10 or 15 people getting up at whatever time, and they all get paid and all those things. So they're calling me on my phone, which is okay, but I'm going there at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, trying to catch these people that are burning garbage. And some of it's just because this neighbor doesn't like that neighbor, you know, and so I'm out there at 2 o'clock in the morning, walking around trying to find where the smell is coming from, you know. And so it seems to be increasing, getting out of control. And with us not having our own local burning ordinance, you know, it's kind of hard to do anything. So we put out the fire, and then the next day they're starting fire again. And so
You're requesting
we look at seriously getting the burn runs. I've got a copy of Burtchville Township we can use as maybe a boilerplate. We can look at it, modify it, and tweak it, or whatever. So I don't know how, you guys need to decide if you want it, and if you can, we can get a couple of them and then modify them to customize them to Burtchville. But I think the office staff has requested maybe that once-a-year burning permit for $10 or $15, half of going to the township for their labor of doing it, and the other half going to the fire department funds, whatever. But it would just save a whole bunch of foot traffic in and out of here for a little simple 4-day burning permit.
Well, I guess maybe what I don't understand is, they have a yearly burning permit, but if they're gonna burn, say, next Saturday night, how do they contact, so you know?
Well,
if
they
get a
don't,
call?
they don't. We would have a
listing.
spreadsheet with a name. We know that these people, every time it's added, maybe once
They have
a
a
week,
permit.
we know that it's a burn, it's a permitted burn.
Okay.
Whether it's a campfire or whatever it be, or they're cleaning up after a storm or whatever, we would have a list of that. Now, obviously, we get called out there and they're burning household trash or shingles or whatever else.
Yeah, well, no, I understand that.
They don't know that, so it doesn't, it doesn't escape them from that, but it might be not, it won't chew up so much labor in the office, having to do these things day after day after day, and then give the township some, at least the fire department, some guidance on what we're burning and what we shouldn't be burning, and instead of putting us always in the middle of it, because we're hated by some and hated by others,
Well, that's,
So it just puts us in a catch-22, when you can't let, this guy says he wants a ticket, he's burning plastic, he's burning garbage, I want a ticket, road. Well, nobody will write a ticket.
yeah.
So then you're looking like a bozo out there, because you say, okay, sorry.
No, I understand. I understand. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Don't you want to expound on our new siren?
Yes.
I was gonna ask you, the
Yes, the
sirens.
grant did come through for the siren, the replacement of the siren at Metcalf and State. We were able to get this one fixed, but we'd already applied for a grant because we didn't know this one could be fixed. And plus, we don't leave our people at jeopardy until we were waiting on a grant to see if it was going to be approved or not. Because you guys see every day, it seems like there's another 100 tornadoes someplace. So we don't want to leave our people at jeopardy, so we did get the one at Metcalf and State fixed. This last Thursday, I got notified that we did get the grant, and so the county has requested that we get 3 bids and put a new siren there. The repairs, we did doing that siren down there for the upgrades. That stuff will work at the tornado siren that's at the township parks up in the North Lake Port, so the parts that we put in that are not going to go to waste, because we do have a narrow band, and so all that stuff is just going to transfer up here, except for the gear that we destroyed in that one.
So we're gonna take this and
So
store it.
we're going to get the bids, and we'll do it when tornado season's over or whatever. It'll just be a couple-day changeover, maybe during good weather, sometime later in the summer. It's time to get the bids put out and all those things.
Well, I want to thank you too for your speediness in getting that, I know we had to wait for parts, but it was good that they got that done in time for the tornado season, so.
And we have another applicant for firefighters, so we'll have to meet for the screening board, so this will be another 3 can call. Thanks.
Sounds good.
Generator work fine today?
Yes, it works fine.
Yeah, it worked hard.
Another 4 or 5 hours today, so.
Yeah.
So thank
Okay.
you for coming.
Yeah.
Kept our employees here working.
Instead of sending everybody home, right?
Yes.
Didn't have to send us so long. Okay, building department, Bill.
For the month of March, we had 6 permits. There was no valuation because most of them were manufactured homes at the trailer park, and 1 demo permit, but the fee collected was $368.
Okay, thank you. Water department, I wanted to bring this up to the board, and Dusty requested this, and Dusty is having, his parents are very, very, very ill, and he couldn't make the meeting tonight, so I'm going to try to convey this. Dusty would like to begin using a different style water meter for new customers. The new meters and readers contained within makes it possible to download all the water usage into graphs. This will assist Dusty and customers call and question the usage or, through a billing period. And the cost of the new meters will go up from $150 to $250. What this new meter does, it gives it, if you have a water problem and you're leaking, you got a leak someplace, he can take a look at this graph and show you right there on the graph, here you have a leak. And that's what these new water meters do over having to go through and get somebody in there to check and to see if it's really is leaking or not. So this tells exactly where the problems are. So they're the newest and greatest things in water meters, and they're only gonna, you know, and we're gonna change when the residents need new water meters, we're gonna change over to these. You know, it's not gonna cost the residents anything, but new meters that we put in, you know, they will be $250. The hydrant flushing will begin May 1st between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m., Monday through Friday. And the spring cleanup will be May 16th, 2012, from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that'll be here in the township as usual. So that's Dusty's water department survey. Library, Jane.
A couple of things. Our annual invasion of the ants has begun. They are coming apparently down from the window that is right above the books that are used by toddlers. So I'm hesitant to do anything with any kind of poison since we've got 2-year-olds putting their hands there. So they were bad on Saturday, but only saw a couple today. So whether some child had left behind some candy or something that attracted them, I don't know. But they are. And other years we found them in other places, but this year they've decided upon the children's department. And speaking of children, we have had recently some requests for family-friendly restrooms. Happens to us maybe once every couple of weeks now. Somebody comes in and says, "Do you have a family-friendly restroom?" So it is.
Meaning a place to change diapers or?
Yep. We have. I mean, we have a lap sit type story time for children 2 and under, and most children 2 and under need that kind of service. So we have mothers who bring in. We have one mother who has 5 children under about the age of 8. So most certainly she has children in diapers. So.
Well, we'll certainly take that under consideration.
And that's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, unfinished business, chapel restoration project. Somebody want to address that? I mean,
Well,
Jim isn't back yet, I know.
Who's not back yet?
Jim, you know, isn't he?
Yeah, pretty much. We had to actually cancel our last meeting because there were so many people that couldn't be here on the board. So it's kind of in limbo right now. There are definitely fundraisers planned for this year. I don't know, Cindy, do you want to offer anything on that?
Well, I know we're gonna have at least one fall trip. Ice cream social. And the other thing is that when Jim's back, they're gonna get started on the steps in the back that need to get done.
Okay. Thank you. Al, anything with the building code yet? Have we heard
Yeah,
from?
well, I talked to Tom, he was gonna see if he could talk to somebody in the state. He was gonna get a couple of those and see if he could
Jack?
talk to this one.
Okay, new business, proposals for Old Township Hall renovations. Caroline?
Well, we tabled that and the, and getting bids for the demo and bids for the foundation project to this month. And so I don't know, where are we with, I think we want to get all the time together, obviously.
Well, we need to get the asbestos abatement taken care of. Now, I think that's underway, right?
Yeah, they can come anytime.
Then
Basically
so
waiting
then
for
we
the
can
fence.
get demolition.
So, we're waiting for the fence.
We're waiting for the new fence at the DPW.
Right, but we could be getting estimates, right?
Yeah, there's no reason that we can't, yeah.
Now, have they looked at the foundation? Anybody looked at the foundation?
Just myself.
More than,
I'm gonna have, Mike and I were talking about this morning, I'm gonna have Todd Gillespie come down and
did the chapel?
Yeah. I haven't looked at it.
He did a great job on the chapel.
Yeah. That's where that's at. I mean, we're trying to